second and third grade, and welcome back to music. It's almost the end of the school year, which is very, very exciting. And every week until the end of the school year, we are going to be taking one big idea or concept that we learned in music this year, and we're going to be reviewing it. So, this week's topic of review is notes and rhythm. And for today's video, there are two things on the agenda. The first thing we're going to be doing is doing a quick review of our notes to see if we remember their names and how many beats they get. And then we're going to be playing a game called Mystery Word, but Rhythm Edition, to help us review our rhythms. So, first things first, let's just do a quick little review of our note friends. First up is this little guy. Does anyone remember his name? If you said plumb the quarter, or just quarter note, you are correct. And how many beats does he get? If you said 1, you are correct. Plumb the quarter note, 1 beat. Next up we have, what is this little guy's name? If you said baby donut the half note, or just half note, great job. And how many beats? If you said 2, nice job. Baby donut the half note, 2 beats. Next up, my personal favorite. What is this lovely lady's name? If you said Mama Donut the whole note, or just whole note, nice job. And how many beats does she get? If you said 4, you are correct. Mama Donut the whole note, and 4 beats. Next up, we have these little guys. What's their name? If you said cherry 8th notes, or just 8th notes, very nice job. And how many beats? How many beats? These guys are tricky. How many beats does just one of these guys get on their own? If you said half, you are correct. One guy gets half on his own, but when you put the 2 halves together, they end up equaling 1. But that's kind of complicated. So just remember, an 8th note gets half of a beat. Next up, we have these guys. These guys are kind of scary. These are our, does anyone know their names? I almost said it before I let you guess. Here we have our watermelon 16th notes, or just 16th notes. And one of these guys, do you remember? This is hard. This is hard stuff. We didn't talk a lot about these guys this year. That's okay. One of these guys gets a quarter of a beat, which means you need 4 of them together to make 1 beat. But don't worry too much about these. Just remember they're called 16th notes. And last up, we have, can't forget about this guy. What's his name? Mr. Rest. Very good. And it's important to remember, some people think, it's easy to think that Mr. Rest gets 0 beats because he's quiet, but Mr. Rest actually gets 1 beat, just like Plumb the Quarter. The only difference is that Mr. Rest gets 1 beat of silence. Okay, so that is all for our note review. Just wanted to do that very quickly to make sure we are on the same page. Now let's move on to our game, Mystery Word. So, how this is going to work is that we are going to go letter by letter. And the first 2 letters I have here are M and N. And I'm going to clap one of these rhythms. I'm either going to clap this rhythm or this rhythm. And you are going to write down the letter of the rhythm that I clapped. So if I clap this rhythm, you're going to write down M. And if I clap this rhythm, you're going to write down N. And we're going to go letter by letter. And if you choose all the right letters, you will hopefully have guessed the correct mystery word. Take a good look at these rhythms. I'll show you after I clap it again. So I'll show you the rhythms, clap it, and then I'll show you again. And then you can choose. Okay, here we go. First rhythm. I'll clap it one more time. Okay, which one did I clap? If you think it was this one, write down M, and if you think it was this one, write down N. Up we have the letters O and A. Take a good look at the rhythms to figure out which one I clapped. I'm going to clap. Okay, here we go. I'll clap it twice. One more time. Okay, which one was it? Okay, next up, we have L and R. Take a good look. Here we go. Do it one more time. Which one? Okay, next up we have A and Y. Take a good look. This one might be tricky because these rhythms are very similar except for just how these two notes are and how those two notes are. So you're going to have to pay very careful attention to this one. I'll do it again. Which one did I do? This one or this one? Okay, next up we have another letter. This one should be very, very easy to figure out. Take a look. Here we go. I will clap it again. Alrighty, which one? Like I said, this one should be easy. Alright, next letter. There's still more letters. This one's a long one. This one should also be pretty easy to figure out if it's O or A. Here we go. One more time. So by now you should have the mystery word. I will reveal it in 3, 2, 1. Maraca. Maraca is the mystery word. And do you know what a maraca is? If not, you are in luck because I have one right here. I'm sure you've seen something like this. You might even have one at home. But this is a maraca. It's a musical instrument, and I thought it would make a fun mystery word. So that is all for Mystery Word today. Thank you so much for playing with me. I hope it was fun. I thought that would be a good way to review our rhythms and help us identify different rhythms based on what we're hearing. Those are 2 very good skills to be able to put together to hear a rhythm and be able to identify what it is. So, very good job today. I'm sure you did great, and I will see you soon.